every single thing in our power to make Black people feel less than, to feel worthless, to feel inferior, and you didn't. We failed. We failed in that. We enslaved you, we beat you, we bred you, we treated you worse than cattle. We did everything that we could in order to make the Black person in this country feel inferior. And you are still here and you influence everything. Every single day is influenced by a Black person in some way. Music is influenced by Black people. Fashion is influenced. The way we speak is influenced. Every single thing that is American culture has been influenced by Black American. So as a white person, if your people have spent hundreds of years telling you that these other people are worth less than you, you're going to be fucking annoyed when they don't act the way that you've been told that they should fucking act, right? That's their mentality. That is what their mentality is. They've been told their entire lives that Black people are inferior. And so when you don't act that way, it enrages them. And that is it. It's jealousy. The community that Black people have in every situation, Montgomery, there was a hat thrown in the air and you guys jumped into action. It was, I am so trying to be respectful. I really not trying white woman tears this. Black women have the DNA for every single human on the planet. It is in your bones. You make it. And that is magic. So it's like, I don't mean this in any disrespectful way. They're playing their role. It's just like the heteronormative way of life, right? Like you're assumed straight until you come out because that's what everybody does. Everybody does it. And so we all play our roles that we are assigned, but Black people in this country are not playing the role that was assigned to them in the mentality of white people. You guys aren't taking out our garbage. You're not taking care of our children. You're not in the fields. You know, you're educated. You are highly educated.
So everything that she's saying basically makes a lot of sense, and she's not lying. You know, according to them, a lot of what's going on, you know, the people that was in front of her, you know, a lot of what's going on is white fear. It's white fear. You know, when we said that, you know, we're taking a break, putting our feet up, we're good. Y'all can have it. This isn't our fight anymore. We're tired. It's for a reason. We're tired because we've been fighting for everyone, but no one's fighting for us. Now, I've always said that nobody understands it until they're put into a situation that resembles said situations, right? So now that they're in these situations, that's a problem. They starting to see it, starting to understand it, so they say, until it's no longer a problem. So basically, you're just waiting around, you know, pedaling around until things get better. Then once things get better, this is going to be in the back of your minds. Y'all not even going to worry about us anymore. Y'all not going to worry about the things that we had to endure, or the things that you guys had to endure, that we've been enduring for hundreds and hundreds of years. So yeah, as you are.
Like again, you are more educated. Black women are more educated today than every other class of person. And that happened in less than 50 years. It is jealousy, it is rage, and the fact that you guys are not playing the assigned role that they think that you should be playing. So I hope that this was respectful. And
But there's a huge difference between being not racist and anti-racist. Growing up as a white person, I was not racist. I didn't say the N-word, but I also was terrified to participate in any sort of discussion about race. I sort of just stayed out of it, right? I was like, this isn't a problem I contribute to, but it's also not going to be a problem that I help put an end to, I guess. Then I went to college at Brown, and that's where I learned that not being racist is in its own way contributing to racism. Because if you are too scared as a white person to call out the racism of other people or to critically examine your own biases, especially your implicit ones, that is still a contributing factor to the problem. And that's why I now make the content that I do, because I'm thinking back to all of these things that I heard as a child, and I'm seeing my entire life in a new light. Like, wow, this family was quite racist, this friend was racist, all these things that the people I went to high school with that they did, sort of critically examining it as well as my own biases. So if you are someone who continues to insist that you're not racist, you're probably contributing to the problem.
So black people are taking white jobs. China gave us the China virus. Haitians are eating pets. Puerto Rico's a floating island of garbage. What the fuck are white people besides gigantic pieces? That video was taken down after it went very viral because apparently there was a whole bunch of people who didn't like me talking shit about the white folk. But I'm here today on November 6th, the day we literally lost our democracy, to tell you that white people are the fucking problem. We've always been the problem, and we're always going to be the problem. I am not one of those fucking pick-me girls, okay? I am on all the marginalized groups' side. I will say fuck the patriarchy to anyone.
So, peep this, right? The fact that she said what she said, and then her video got taken down because of white fragility, right? The people, her own people, didn't like her speaking the truth about her, what she felt, and about what's really going on out here, right? Her own people didn't like it. How is it that your own people don't like you speaking the truth? See, this that thing about the man in the mirror, right? No one wants to actually look at the man in the mirror, because you have to actually deal with that after that, right? You got to deal with the man in the mirror, and no one wants to deal with it. Like, you know, unless you're a real person. I mean, real, not real by words, not real, you know. Oh, because I'm a real person. I don't have to say I don't owe you anything. I don't this. No, a real person, you don't even. They don't have to tell you they're real. Their actions will show you that they're real, right? Genuine, honest, all of those things. So the fact that she showed her honesty and her own people didn't like it, they reported her video. The absolute unmitigated gall of her own people. It's crazy to me, yo. White people, they do not like to be called out, especially by their own. Right? Especially by their own. And it be truth, it be facts. It's not something that, you know, it's like they're not saying they're against their own kind. They're not saying that, oh, I don't appreciate my ethnicity. They're not saying that. They're saying right is right and wrong is wrong. And there's a problem. You guys have a problem with that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. It's crazy, bro. What do you do with that, man?
Who will listen? This right here, this Donald Trump presidency for 2024, white. So it's, we let all of our black and brown and gay and lady friends, we let everyone down. Yep. You can only blame you, white people. And I'm trying to make this video so it doesn't come down, because you are the fucking racists in this country. Yep. I mean, you are the ones that called every marginalized group a slur. Not the other side. Have the fucking day you deserve.
Racism devastates people from the global majority the most, obviously. Let's be really clear about that. But whiteness carries a cost for white people too. And I wish white people could get that into their heads. It shows up in how isolated we often are. In regions like the Northeast and Wales, over 90% of people are white British, and a third of white Britons say they have no friends from a global majority background. I mean, think about what that means. We are cut off from whole worlds of perspective, from different ways of thinking, problem solving, creativity, ideas, joy, humor, you name it. Instead of gaining resilience through difference, we stay small and we stay shallow and we cling to sameness, and I guess we call that normal. Whiteness looks like power, but it's really a cage. It cuts us off from the richness of life itself. Racism dehumanizes people of color, but it also diminishes white people. And anti-racism isn't charity work, remember. It's how we open the door to fuller humanity, connection, and possibility. I mean, it would be great if we did this out of the goodness of our hearts and for the sake of justice. But if that feels like too much to ask, do it for selfish reasons. Do it because your life will be richer, deeper, funnier, and better if you do.
Can we stop, for once, at least, maybe in our nation's history, stop trying to blame white-on-white crime on black people? Can we stop it for once, at least, please? Like, we all knew when Charlie Kirk was killed. We knew who this was going to be. We knew who the suspect was going to be, a young white man. We knew it. And yet, some people tried to spin this to say it was something else. And now threats are being lobbied against black students at universities. Black HBCUs are being threatened to be blown up. I think 4 of them had to shut down yesterday and today because they had to deal with bomb threats. It was never them. It's never been the black community. We always blame anybody else but ourselves. But the call is coming from inside the house. We are the problem. White on white crime, we are the problem. We have always been the problem. So let's, for once, stop trying to blame somebody else and look inward and try to address the actual problems that we are the ones creating upon ourselves.
I cannot wait for the comments on this one, but what